Look, let's be honest. We all live in a world of we want it now, right? Delayed gratification for entrepreneurs used to be this massive thing, but nowadays it's like, hey, how can I get to my goal as quickly as possible? And look, I'm not going to shame you for that. I think that's okay. I think it's good for us to be inspired and to have action and to be like, I want to change my life now. I want to get these goals. I want to achieve these targets, whatever we have. I want to get there now. I don't want to wait years. I don't want to go through all of that pain if I don't have to. And that's what I want to cover in this video today. I want to cover exactly what it means to change your life in a short time frame. And this comes from somebody who went from struggling for 3 years and just booking sales meetings for my marketing agency back in 2017 to 2020. If you know my story, you're familiar. If you're unfamiliar, then I had to go through that stuff. And there's a lot that again, I went from there to now at the point where it's like I'm able to hit the goals that we set very easily and with more predictability at least. And it's because of these concepts that I'm going to go through with you right now. If you don't know who I am, my name is Reece. I'm in the agency space. I grew my first marketing agency. I scaled that to multiple six figures, and now I help other people get clients for theirs and grow theirs. So pretty simple. But the idea that I want to get into today is something that I've spent a lot of money figuring out and a lot of pain figuring out as well. I've spent a lot of mindset coaches. I've spent a lot on therapy. I've spent a lot on these different sources to come to the same conclusion that I know I'm really building up and I need to get into. But the point is, in order for us to change our life right away and to change overnight, it requires a change in character. It requires a change in who we are. I cannot teach you how to predict the right lottery tickets for tonight's lottery. I can't do that. That's out of my scope. You got to find somebody else's channel. But for me, what I can show you is how to become the person that's capable of achieving the results that you're after, of achieving the life that you're after. I can't help you get a six-pack overnight. I can't help you become a millionaire overnight. I can't do that. But what I can do is I help you become the person that you need to be overnight in order to achieve your goals. And that's what I'm going to do today in this video, right? So as I said, or as I'm getting to, the idea is that we've got to live as that person today. It's your duty for your future self to look at your future self and look into the future and see who is that version of me that's already achieved the goals that I'm after. You need to look, you need to figure out who that person is, and it's your duty to become that person today. And that is how you change your life overnight. You get a pen and paper, got these little sticky notes right here. You get a pen, and you're going to write down a list of habits that this person follows, right? So let's say you're building an agency. You're going to figure out, you're going to reverse engineer, and you're going to figure out that you need to do 200 outreaches a day. And I did the metrics. It's fresh in my mind. I was looking at this for a client earlier. To get to 30,000 a month within 3 months, I'm writing this as I speak, to get to 30K a month within 3 months, if you got the right metrics in place and you do the right actions, you need to do 209 outreaches a day, right? In order for you to change your life overnight, you need to become the person that can do 209 outreaches a day. And as long as you can hit that figure, then you'll hit that 30K a month. Now, again, I can't get you to 30K a month in 24 hours. A lot of people are going to false promise and tell you that they can, but it's not very doable in most cases, unless you've got a lot of money going into it, okay? So you want to get to 30K a month. You've got 3-month time frame for you to get there. You could do it by the end of the year. It's not difficult. As long as you can do 209 outreaches every day, and you can maintain a good meeting book rate, a good close rate, a good pay in full rate, and a few other metrics that are right there. If you need the full metrics, I can send those over for you for that 30K in 3 months, and I can prove to you that it will happen. Just pop in the comments below if you want to see that. But the point is, you got to start living as that person today. You got to figure out, I need to do 209 outreaches. Well, how do I do 209 outreaches? Well, I could just pick up the phone and I can cold call 209 people, but that's a lot of cold calling. I don't know if I could deal with that much rejection in a day. Well, can you either become the person that can deal with that, or you do a mixture and you still, I mean, the thing is, you can't face these things. You can't face these you can't achieve your goals if you don't face your fears, right? So again, who is that person? What are the habits? They probably are not crying when it comes to cold calling. And I don't mean this to shame you. That's not my intention here. My intention is to set the right expectations within you of what it takes to become the person that has achieved your goals. To change your life overnight, you become that person today. You start doing the things that the 30K version of you does. The person that's making 30K a month, what do they do? Right? I'm going to say he because I'm talking, I could talk about myself here. So for me, I'm looking, okay, what does the 100K a month version of me do? And I'm going to write down the different steps. What does this person do? Where are they getting their information from? How much, what is their screen time? The 100K a month version of me probably is not spending hours and hours on my phone watching short form content. So I'm not going to do that today. Because again, I'm just pushing that further away. You have to become the person today. The person that you want to be, you have to become that person today. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, Reece, it sounds like you're just telling us to fake it, fake it. What's it called? Fake it until you make it. And to be totally transparent, in a certain way I am, but fake it to yourself, not to other people. You're not going to go to other people and say, yeah, I'm making 30K a month when you're not. And you're not going to mislead prospects and other things like that. What you're going to do instead is you're going to wake up in the morning and say, I'm a 30K a month business owner. I need to get to work. I've got people that rely on me. I've got things I need to do. Because the truth is, whether you believe it or not, those clients exist. 30K a month, let's say you've got, I don't know, let's just say you've got 20 clients. For the sake of simplicity, you've got 20 clients to get to that 30K. 20 people are out there right now relying on you. 20 people are out there right now that are not achieving their goals because you're not doing the outreach necessary to hit that, to reach them and to be able to help them. And the version of you, and the version of you that has achieved the goal and the person that you are today, right now, watching this video, the person that's clicked on this video, you're so close to becoming that person because you're looking at the right content, but you're not yet probably doing the right steps that you need to take in order to get there. The way that I see it is that you need to, and the way that I see it, the way I've discovered through all of this investment that I've put into learning this, again, the pain and the money and the time and everything that's gone into it, is that you've got to live as your vision today. You've got to do the things that person does. And it's only by doing that you become that person. And once your actions have aligned with the person that's doing 30K a month, guess what? You're going to be making 30K a month. That 30K a month guy didn't wake up one day, hit the crossover where he was at 30K, and then suddenly all of his habits changed. That's kind of silly, right? We could laugh at that. That's ridiculous. It's because of the habits that she got there. And it's because of the habits that will get you where you want to be. Or it's just going to dig you deeper into a place that you don't want to go and far away from the goals that you've got in place. Okay. Now, I'm going to touch on a couple more things and I'm going to cut this video short. But what we want to do is, a way that I like to think about it is that if you can miss your future, I mean, that's going to be the greatest pull that you can ever have. And a lot of people on YouTube talk about visualization better than I'm probably capable of doing. But what I've discovered a lot of the time is, because this is what I'm telling you to do, I'm telling you to go into the future, figure out who this person is and become them today. So you can't just do that once. You can't just sit down right now, close your eyes for 10 minutes, think about what that person does, and then just do the activities, because you're not going to feel a strong enough pull, right? And by pull, I mean like a pull, like a pulling sensation or a push, if whatever floats your boat. What you got to do is you've got to figure out, how can I miss that future? So again, what does that 30K a month version of you do? How do they feel? The emotion is the most important thing that's going to pull that towards you, because they probably feel happy. They probably feel content. They might feel a little bit stressed at time, but they're probably okay with it, because guess what they can do? They can take their parents to the most beautiful restaurants in town, or their partners. They can take my mum just got back from a cruise. They can send their mum on a cruise so they can see the rest of the world. All of these different things are capable when you get to the place that you want to be. Okay, so you want to write down, what does this person do in terms of the habits? What does this person feel in terms of their emotions? And how's this person spending their time? Well, they need to do 209 outreaches a day. So, that's maybe going to be 2 hours of outreach. And then what are they doing the rest? Well, they're probably building their personal brand a little bit. They're probably strengthening their knowledge in sales. They're probably investing and getting help with booking more meetings if that's something that they're struggling with. They're doing these different things that they need to become that person today. Okay? So you've got to isolate, what does that person do? How do I become that person? And then you take action to getting there. And my link, I was coming back to visualization, is when you visualize this, you want to set some time aside every day. 15 minutes is enough. Just time every single day for you to tune into this version of yourself in the future and keep strengthening this connection. Because the more that you strengthen it, the more that you become it. Okay? It's just like somebody who is in a depressed mood. If you're feeling in a depressed mood and you just stay in that depressed mood by just making it worse for yourself, by just saying, I'm depressed, I'm just going to stay in bed and eat junk food and watch TV for like weeks on weeks on weeks, I mean, one of two things is going to happen. I mean, the root is always the same. You're going to just, if that's what you do, you're just going to dig further into that depressed state. Now, you may end up coming out of it. You may just go straight through it by getting that emotion out. But also, if you just get out of trying to find my words here. Depression is a sensitive topic, isn't it? The point is, when it comes to emotion, the more that we feel an emotion, the more that we're going to feel the emotion. Okay? The more that we feel it, the more that we will feel it. The more that we will strengthen the connection to it. So the more that you're feeling yourself in a depressed state, the more that you're going to push yourself into that. All right? It's going to be a feedback loop. I feel depressed, so I do things that make me feel depressed. So then I feel depressed. I do more things that make me feel depressed, so I feel more depressed. All right? It's a feedback loop. Whereas you say, conversely, what I'm trying to inspire you to do today is you say, okay, well, the 30K version of me feels more confident. They feel more self-respect. They feel more self-esteem. They love themselves better, right? These different things. They're more proud of themselves. They're more appreciative of the things that have been provided to them via the universe, via God, via whatever you subscribe to. Right? So it's these different things that you want to strengthen. And the reason I bring up the depressed state is because you can go one way or you can go the other. And if you spend conscious effort in the beginning trying to feel these emotions, you will begin to feel those emotions as your default state. You will just wake up in the morning, you will feel confident, you'll feel happy, you'll feel proud. But in the beginning, you've got to consciously put effort into doing that. So again, practically speaking, visualize yourself being there, feeling these things today, and you will get yourself there. You'll feel those things. You'll become that person who has achieved the goals that you're after. Now, in all honesty, I'm looking at a bunch of notes that I've got for this video that I could talk about, but I think we've gone on a little bit. If you want a part 2 to this, let me know. It's a topic that I'm very happy to explore and get into more detail on. But the core concept is you got to become that person today. And if you can do that, you can achieve the goals that you've got set. So again, if you want me to expand on this topic, comment below, let me know, and I will read out the rest of my, I'll come back to this and I'll read out the rest of my notes that I've got. But I feel like this has concluded what we really need today, which is that you just need to become the person that you need to be in order to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. All right. And that's it. That's what it comes down to. It's as simple as that. Once again, my name is Reece. Thank you for watching this video. If you are an agency owner, if you're running marketing agency, and you're struggling right now booking meetings and signing clients, and you would like my personal one-on-one mentorship and help with that, click the first link in the description below. It will take you to a website that will tell you more about what we do, the results. It's designed to sell you, and well, not to sell you as a person, but to at least to sell me as a person in the way that I can help you out, because I know that I can. And if you need that help, click it. The offer's there. If not, totally fine. Click subscribe instead. Keep up to date with these videos. They are free. And a second best way to learn from me. So I hope that's been insightful. If you want part 2, comment below, and I'll see you again in the next video.